Welcome back to our channel, and this is day two of the Dutch Blockchain Week Summit right here in the Johan Cruijff ArenA. We're crypto focused, and guess what? It's been an amazing first day. 15 interviews done, but we won't stop. We just keep going and going and going. So make sure you're using the playlist function so you can watch every single interview we do for the next 12 hours that we're gonna be here for sure. So I was looking at their website, and I'll be honest with you. When you walk into the actual venue, you take about 10 steps, and then you have this whole racing setup.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing because I fit. For those of you who know, I'm almost 2 meters big, about 300 pounds. So I'm not a small individual, and I fit. So that tells you something. Gini Capital is here. And when it comes to investments, you need people who know exactly what they're doing so that you don't lose money. And let's be honest, it's not risk proof. There's always risk involved, but if you're working with professionals, it mitigates that risk, and that's what Gini Capital does. So make sure to like this video, comment, leave as many comments as possible. We will answer them and share this with all your friends. So for those who don't know you, because you don't travel a lot in our actual ecosystem,
No.
start by introducing yourself and then give us a little bit of background so people can understand the context of why you're here today at the Dutch Blockchain Week.
Yeah, well, my name is Lorenzo van der Struik. Amazing to be here. Thank you for inviting, and
You're
also
welcome.
really well done. You guys are still awake after those after the first day. It's
Yes.
amazing to be here. The atmosphere over here is really nice. I'm a traditional guy. I'm a traditional finance guy. So I have investment funds who target a different niche, different sectors. So not a certain asset class, but smaller niches. And blockchain was one of the first things that we dipped our toe in. And the atmosphere, the venue, the people, the whole community was so welcoming that we thought, well, we have to expand this, but
Yeah.
we don't know how yet. So I met up with the team of the Dutch Blockchain Week, BCNL. These guys were amazing. Everybody here is very open, very easy to talk to. So that was a good first entry point to get into. Because as a traditional finance guy, I'm used to all the stiff upper lip and the tight collars and the suits and everything. And this is just, I can just walk in, be myself, talk about the stuff that I really love. And that's amazing. I've been in finance for about 14, 15 years right now, always in fund management, always in investment cases. But the blockchain sector has been amazing.
Now, you dipped your toe in.
Yeah.
You found it amazing.
Yeah.
What's the next step? Why
I-
be here?
Yeah, well, this one first. Let me say the idea of Gini Capital is we have a lot of people in, especially the Netherlands, who have money and want to invest, but they don't know where to start, and they find it quite scary to just jump into blockchain. And we said, well, let's be on the lookout together. Let's see what we can do. So we started our digital future fund, first fund that we opened, and it did AI, it did quantum, it did blockchain. Tried a little bit of everything because that's the new niche to be in. Where do you want to be? And we made it easier for Dutch investment. They know how to open up an account with their bank. They know how to do the traditional finance. And blockchain was one of the easy ways we can get them just to come over. So that was really the first part that we did, and that the returns have been great. The returns have have been
Yeah,
diminished a little bit.
obviously.
It goes up and down, and the way that we talk about it, we talk to our investors about it. They really are invested into it as well. They really get to know why is Bitcoin going down? Why is something going up? What are you doing? What are you expecting from this technology? And the technology case, that's the part that we really go big on. That's the main focus point of the fund, actually.
That's wonderful. So I met you last year
Yeah, it was already a year
at a
ago.
BSNL event.
Yeah.
What was your feeling going to that event, and what's the difference that you feel from being here
Well,
now?
I'll be really honest with you.
Yep.
I was quite scared the first time because
Yeah.
what I said, I know the suits, I know those guys, I know how an event at the castle works because that's the stuff that I used to do. And I was scared. I'm not going to be knowledgeable enough. Is my opinion going to matter to these guys because they're probably way more knowledgeable in technology than I am?
Yep.
And everybody was so welcoming. I did a small talk about AI and blockchain, the combination of it, because I think really AI and blockchain, they really complement each other. And at first I was a bit scared, and everybody was so friendly, so happy,
Welcoming.
and they opened up my eyes into even more possibilities. So yeah, the first time was scary, and now it's easy. I just walk around, everybody's friendly, everybody's welcoming. They want new people into the community. They want new people, new ideas happening all the time. And that's when I said to the organization of the Dutch blockchain, let me give something back, because I don't know if my clients will be here, but I can do something for the community. Let's start a race. I give out a power slide training at the racetrack of Zandvoort, just to add some fun as well, and make this an even more opening and welcoming community.
That's
So
wonderful.
we really love it.
Now, if we dig a little bit deeper, what's the strategy that you're employing at Gini Capital that actually returns on the investment of those
Yeah.
who actually want to put money into your fund?
Business always important. The return is for everyone is the most important. What we did, we target a smaller niche. Yeah? We own boutique niche funds, so you don't get the whole broad spectrum, but you take a little bit of digital future, or you take a little bit of the commodities that we think are important for energy, or for the next wave in AI or something. So what we try to do within the fund, we're not dedicated to one asset class. So it's not like it's a pure crypto play. It's not a pure AI play, but we diversify between these sectors whenever we feel the need to. So on the height, when Bitcoin was really going up, for instance, and our fund was, I think, consists of about 45% of crypto and blockchain allocation. At the moment, I have to be honest, it's a little bit less. I think it's about 5%. We have way more invested in AI and quantum and space at the moment. So these sectors, they differ. We try to rebalance them as much as we can, but only when there's a return on investment, because I have a monthly basis. I have to pay the bills, of course.
Obviously.
So that's a good thing. We try to find where will the next, calling it a hype would be dishonest, but where will the next flow of money, where will the next flow of capital go into? So space was a good one. We're very invested in healthcare at the moment, because of all the AI and the quantum computing coming together. You can really open up new medicine and everything. So we're really finding those niches all the time. But blockchain stays one constant that we couldn't get rid of. It's like it's going to be interesting all the time. I don't know how much for our fund, so it goes up and down, but it will be probably a big factor for years to come.
And how do you guys mitigate the risk when it comes to the macroeconomic factors throughout the geopolitical landscape that the world's going through right now?
Yeah.
A minister over here sneezes, another president says
He
one
tweets
bad
and,
word,
yeah.
sends out a tweet,
Yeah.
and you might be broke. How do
Yeah.
you deal with that?
It depends on the time base. It depends on what's happening in the world. My thesis is we will always improve through technology. Has always been happened before, not depending who's the president, who's the minister of anything. We will always try to find new technology, make our lives better, easier, cheaper, whatever, faster.
Yeah.
And so, for instance, with the whole Trump thing, I didn't care if it was her or him. We're gonna need more computers anyway. We're gonna
Makes
need
no
more
difference.
AI. So let's start investing. The only thing that we try to mitigate, how is the US compared to the non-US based clients? So for instance, the dollar. We're very heavily invested in the dollar. At first, Liberation Day came last year. Then we took a
pulled back.
punch to the gut, and we had to pull back a little bit. So we mitigate that. That's the only thing. But for the companies themselves, we're going to grow anyway. We're going to need more computers. We're going to need more infrastructure. We're going into space just because the room on Earth is limited.
Yeah.
The energy is limited. So we're going to need it anyway. So the only way to really mitigate it is to try to rebalance those sectors as good as possible, but go full on.
Full on.
This is a long-term game. This is not one
Yeah.
month return.
Makes
So,
complete
yeah.
sense. And regulation is becoming a very interesting topic when it comes to our space as well.
Absolutely.
The TradFi phase has been regulator, and compliance is the key to what made traditional finance traditional.
Yeah.
So decentralized finance is coming up now. MiCA is kicking in a few weeks, not even a few weeks.
No, a couple of days. Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
in a few days, MiCA kicks in, and it's going to become to the point where some people are going to have to literally stop doing business.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for that? Do you see that, hey, because of regulation, you get to invest heavier when it comes to the crypto aspect of it in the blockchain?
Yeah, of course. Well, that's the good thing for me coming from a really regulated place. I know regulation. I like it. I like the AFM being over here. I like authorities because it makes it a more mature sector to be in. And of course, it's not fun. It's the Wild West was amazing time, but not for everyone.
No.
So having more regulation makes sure that everybody has a fair playing field. So we play into that, of course, but it also depends on the moment, on what regulation is kicking in. But for most of it, it's for me, regulation is a good thing because it makes for a more mature playing field.
That's awesome. That's the best way to end it. Regulation makes up for a more mature playing field. And that's what it comes down to it. Making money requires maturity, requires reliability, requires security. And that's what Gini Capital brings to the table in a secure, reliable, and experienced way.
Amazing.
Amazing from
Thank you
your
very
side. Thank you
much.
very much for giving us the time. I'm going to definitely make sure to go sit down and do a race. I don't know when. It's going to probably be
You're
around 6
welcome all
o'clock.
day, all
So
day.
you can't break down until I race.
Very good, very good.
Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you use the playlist function. Look at all the videos, watch them, leave comments, share them, and we are here. Cryptofocus live from the Johan Cruijff ArenA for the Dutch Blockchain Week Summit.